the microphone.
Then the car hit the child, hit the button.
Hit the button on the button on the shirt.
Hit Magic Johnson. Hit the button
Magic Johnson.
Like the guy who thinks Madagascar is funny merged without traffic.
It is funny.
Hey, why you want to know what I had for dinner?
What'd you have for dinner, my friend?
So I had my brother actually made dinner tonight, which is
wow.
Yes.
Well, one person in your family.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah,
You got about 3 days to live.
All right. What did you?
Thai basil chicken. Let me.
Where do we got that idea from?
He didn't
Well, he was
tie it
just
up.
in Thailand. So he had a shit ton of basil chicken when he was in Thailand. So I'll tell you what it is. It's obviously some cut up chicken breasts, cheap chicken pieces, like really small chicken pieces, bite size, right? He diced up some chili peppers. He's got a shit ton of basil leaves. And he basically made a mixture sauce that was like soy sauce, some brown sugar, some fish sauce, and some chicken broth. And you get it all together and you stir fry it. And it makes a beautiful little like just a great little bowl of chicken with all these lovely parts to it. You spread it out on some rice. It's really spicy.
I'd fuck the shit out of that dish.
Dude, it was good shit. I'll have to send you. I should have taken a picture of it. It was actually really, really good. I hope he used the biotherm, because if he didn't, then my stomach is gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The best ramen recipe, the best ramen ever.
Oh, break it down. Break it down.
Break it down for you, Mark. So basically, here's what you do, right? You take a little bit of canola oil in the pot, right?
Okay, that's good. All right.
You take some garlic and chives, and then kimchi, stir fry.
Oh shit! Okay.
Kimchi was an Asian girl I ate out in college.
Yes, indeed. I was there. And
you were there too, McQueen.
I was always there. Fuck a Humpty Dumpty.
Once you stir fry that, you add in some kimchi stock, which if you don't know what that is, you can basically just add some water with a little bit of the kimchi juice. Do that.
Very nice.
Good enough. Decent.
Good shit.
And then you just wait for that to boil, and then you bring it to a simmer, and then your pasta, your ramen or so. Don't use the regular packets of ramen for this.
Those like
low
hydration bricks.
Yeah, so you want low hydration. You want the softer ones. You want the ones that are doughy. And specifically the angel hair one, if you can find that, because that is a very good consistency.
It's good shit.
Add that into the bowl. 58 seconds.
Oh my god.
58 seconds. Pour all of that in. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Pour all of that into the bowl, and then you top it off with some green onion and some pork belly. It's the best ever.
That's pretty good. That actually
You just
sounds
yap,
good.
don't you? You just
I'm not listen, Wyatt and I are exchanging recipes, okay? We are exchanging.
Just throw the vegetables in the fucking bowl, man. Dude, this is a
Put the fries in the bag.
We're gonna have hey,
fries in the bag, bro.
Oh, I should cucumbers in a bowl or some shit like that.
Okay, so you're the type of dude to
I'll microwave the carrot.
you're the type of dude to microwave a potato and call it a fry.
Microwave a carrot.
This dude
I got me a plum. I stuck it in the fucking fridge for 6 hours. It was
You're the type of guy to like shred a zucchini with a little bit of ranch and call it vegan carbonara.
Yeah, girls love that shredded zucchini.
Yeah. Speaking of shredded zucchini, the viewers.
Yeah?
shredded pukini.
How's it going?
I'll show you,
like.
Pookie.
How are you guys? Are you guys okay? I know it's been rough.
Oh, what? Viewers of The Good, the Bad, and the Bruv?
I want you guys to tell me right now how you're doing. Wow.
Right now. Ready?
I'm sorry to hear
We're listening.
that. Wow.
That's good.
Nah, that didn't happen. Grow up. So
That's
we're
hard.
on.
That's really hard.
Shut
I
up.
deserve that one.
We
Guys, they're still talking. They're still talking. Cast. They're still.
The viewers are talking to us still.
Yeah.
GameCube, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advanced, Super Nintendo, PSP.
I'm sorry to hear that about your father. That's a shit.
Xbox Omega.
Xbox
Xbox 720.
Yeah,
That's what Darkseid plays on Apocalypse.
Have you seen that,
is the Xbox
leak?
Omega.
Yeah,
Where it's like the same logo,
the
but it's
best.
blue.
It's the
They're like,
fucking
Xbox
best.
720, guys, it's coming.
Oh
The
my
Xbox
god,
720. Make bacon.
we need
the
to do a tier list of like the fake consoles.
Fake consoles. Yeah.
That's actually a great idea.
The
That's
NX. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
the NX. Oh, not the Nintendo
Well,
NX.
to be fair, the NX was the actual code name for the Switch
True.
for like over a year.
Remember the Durango Xbox? That was the Xbox One.
Durango?
Yeah, they trademarked a thing called Durango.
The Fandango?
Yeah,
I watched Scott the Woz video on E3 2021.
yeah.
I realized how long it's been since that E3 because I remember how like dog shit it was. Because
Nintendo.
it was the first E after COVID, so instead of like an event, it was like
That was bad.
a bunch
That
of
was really
companies
fucking
made a
bad.
bunch of like directs and put them together. It was horrible.
That was Nintendo's good year though, because that was where they confirmed Metroid Dread, and also where they added Kazuya to Smash, which was pretty sick.
They actually
Sora.
didn't do that. Fun fact.
That's actually you're lying on the internet, and I don't like that. I don't like liars. I think every time you lie, your balls will explode.
Should we just bung off Wyatt and just talk about Smash again?
You guys
I don't know,
doing
but-
that right now while I go pull my chicken out of the oven.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, you're
Go for
okay.
it.
Wait, what kind of chicken? What kind of chicken?
Oh, let me explain. Yeah, I didn't
yeah, break it down. Break it down.
Chicken
for us once again.
Jackie.
Oh
Chicken
my!
Jackie. So guys, I put hot lava and chicken together.
La 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 lava.
Smell that smell.
Chicken.
So,
See, spicy lava chicken, yeah, spicy as hell. Oh, Mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. Oh, I can't remember the word. I lost it, unfortunately.
I got bombed in the middle of Iraq.
so anyway,
Lava attack.
wow.
The Nether.
Nether flame sauce. Ender pearl.
So
Elytra flight suit.
holy
Shut the
fucking
fuck
shit.
up! He needs to talk about chicken. Lava. Chicken.
Guys remember Lava, that Pixar short? That was great. No, it wasn't.
That's one of the best ones. No, it's one of
No.
the best ones. Yes, it is.
I like the umbrella one. Do you remember that
Beautiful
one?
Music.
The umbrella one was cute, yeah. That was like an
These are
anti-depression
haters of
commercial.
No, Day and Night. What
Day
a
and
banger.
Night's one of the best ones.
Day and
Absolute
Night.
banger.
It's in my mind.
Quick altercation station. What's the what is like the best one? I'm gonna.
Oh,
vote
Mike's new
for-
car.
Mike's new car is
Oh, I
great.
love Mike.
Goated. Absolutely goated.
I'll vote for. If I can't do Lava, I'll do the weird one that did before Incredibles 2. Bow, where like the mom has like a dumpling.
Oh, the
kid.
dumpling? Yeah,
That was
goated.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really sad and fucked up. I was like, damn.
It was really, and then it's like it's really sweet at the end, but for a
Yeah.
good chunk of it, it's just like horrible. So absolutely insane.
What was the one before Cars?
Was that Bound?
That
No, that was
not
Incredibles.
Bounded, that was Incredibles.
Yeah.
Cars had one-man band.
Ew, never mind. I didn't like that.
I thought Ratatouille was one man band.
Oh.
Wait, Ratatouille
What the fuck was
one, man.
Cars?
Was it Lifted? Was Cars
Mater
Lifted?
and
No,
Mater and the
that was
Mater
up.
and the Ghostlight.
That was a short beforehand. Look, this up.
Lifted
Jimmy-
was
Jimmy-
Ratatouille. You're wrong. It was
Lifted
one-man
was
band. Fuck you.
No,
Lifted
but
was
I
Ratatouille.
saw-
I remember
no,
Lifted. No, I
I
remember
saw-
Lifted.
no,
Lifted was
no,
Ratatouille.
no,
With the cute little main
no.
menu when they're all cooking. I remember Lifted being on the Ratatouille menu. Please clip
You know
this
why?
and send it to his dad. He needs to witness his son fail for the 5th time. 5 times in his life, it all leads to this one moment. Each star connected and realized in the stars you see up in the sky. Oh, it's portraying a vision like no other. Simon has fucked it for the 5th time.
Eat the rainbow.
Enough failures for
Shit
Power
the
Rangers.
moon.
Red,
Fuck
blue,
Jupiter.
yellow, pink, and black. Each Power Ranger represents a failure. And then the big Megazord comes out of the end, which was that right there. Lifted was in the fucking
So-
Ratatouille main menu.
So I have confirmation that Lifted was Ratatouille. And you know
I
why know
fucking
this?
told you.
You know why also? Another little clue. The person that they are abducting is Linguini.
Deadass.
That's
It's
cute.
Wait a second. I need to go.
Can
I
you
need to look
really
this up.
quickly? Can you tell me what the one is on Cars?
The one on Cars was one man band.
I'm fucking goated. I don't want to
Yep.
hear it. Actually,
So,
gargle my cock. It's
if I may,
crazy.
the best Pixar short for the viewers watching at home is Jerry's Game, and I will not elaborate.
Oh,
Very good.
great.
Jerry's
great
Game's
answer.
Actually, no, I'll say this. Jerry's Game kicks ass because it's like, it's very sad. Like, it's like tragic almost, but it's like very nice in a way too. It's just like,
Yeah, I see
this
you.
guy really.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the chicken thing. Before I was,
Well, what kind of chicken?
So basically, we have chicken legs, which, by the way, we raised ourselves. We do that, believe it or not.
Very, very
We
nice.
we
Very,
actually
very
raised
nice.
Oh, cool.
So this was nice farm to table.
So you're
stuff.
killing them.
Yes, we murder chickens.
So you're ridding them of life.
Yes,
You-
I look them dead in the.
You're
like how
murdering innocent chickens.
you know, like halal practice is, where it's like the most noble killing of the animal, where you don't want to have it look at you or anything. This is like the opposite. I make sure they see me dead in the eye as I go, shh, and I want them to know that it was me, the man who raised them, that did it. That is the exact opposite of what we do. We don't even do it. No. So yes. These were homegrown, farm-fresh, farm-to-table chicken legs. Basically, what the seasoning was, it was a mixture of onion powder, rosemary, thyme, smoked paprika, a little bit of cumin, a little bit of MSG, a little bit of chili powder.
Madison Square Garden.
And what was the other one? There was one more.
I've made
You
a
got
joke.
Lowry's? You got any of that seasoning?
No, not the Lowry. No, we make our own Lowry's. Come on.
Why do you shop at Buc-ee's?
Oh, cumin.
Why
And
do you
then-
shop at Buc-ee's?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Continue.
Thunderbolts isn't coming out until next month, dude. Come on. So yeah, then we just add a little bit of olive oil to that, so it's a nice paste. Add a little bit of olive oil, and then we just put the chicken
Very
there
nice.
and make sure it's in all those crevices, and then let that sit. And now they are slowly roasting in the oven after I pan-seared the bottom. They are now in the oven at 350 degrees. It's been about an hour, so they are probably done.
Oh.
So, while these fine people talk about Smash, I'm gonna leave.
I'm not a guy. I'm actually a
Go.
gentleman.
Just go.
I'm actually a gentleman, actually, not just a guy.
Well, guys,
Go.
I will support Simon's transition into gentleman,
I'm a gentleman. I am.
but I can't be here to see it. I
You
can't
still got
bear
a
it.
pussy?
Nah, I gotta. I actually, where my dick was, because I'm a gentleman. They put like one of those like handkerchiefs like that a magician uses, like right over it. So it goes whoa. So like if I take my pants off and women don't want to see, I can. There's an extra step of consent because it's so much of a
I
gentleman.
see.
Yes.
It's like, are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Invincible fans are mentally unwell and should be executed.
Speaking of mentally unwell and wanting to be executed, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate was a game that happened,
in 2018.
and I just want to really quickly touch upon the reveals that came out because, in my opinion, that banjo thing was one of the, not to sound like a nerd, one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Because like it was a
No,
mix of
it's fair.
things. E3 reveal after the midder character, right?
Yep. They baited you. They just
A character that literally no one thought was actually going to happen. It was always like a dream pick. And also, like, personal attachment. I love
Yes.
Banjo-Kazooie, man.
Of
And it happened on my birthday. It just, everything about it was just...
So the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. The Lord took Dusty Rhodes on your birthday and returned Banjo-Kazooie
True! Dusty Rhodes passed away on my birthday.
a mere 4 years later. That's kind of interesting, actually. What's the coolest thing that's happened on my birthday?
You grew up?
Well, I mean, this Saturday, as I guess tomorrow, as the time this goes up, it's gonna
yeah!
it's gonna be Yeet Mania on the Saturday.
If you're excited for Mania, put that instead of Simon's birthday. Fuck Simon. We don't...
Yeah.
We don't celebrate birthdays.
It is a practical joke that known racist Triple Himmler is going to have fucking Jey Uso win the world title on my birthday. It's actually kind of perfect
It's
that
okay,
way.
man. Like executions happen every day, you know.
Yeah, I wish I was in the chair. I wish I was sitting in the
Oh,
chair, giving you a look, giving you one last look and go.
better off in the electric chair than the electric state.
That's.
Electric
I mean, like,
state.
hey, imagine if an electric chair was an electric stick. Like,
Oh,
imagine
speaking of
if that-
expensive and massive letdowns, why? What have you got to tell us? Give us something. Go
So
on.
guys, have you guys ever watched
This guys are going to be watching the
This.
Flintstones on Patreon. He fucked my wife.
I actually want. This is a. I want to be like set free. You know, I just want to like.
Hi, what's
go
up?
run
What's
in
the
the
matter?
tundra as I once did.
What's the matter?
Continue, Mr. Payton.
I'll say this.
Oh yeah, please.
Y'all ever see this is not the what we got, but I want to talk about it because I've only seen a few episodes. Y'all ever seen The Leftovers?
No.
No, I've not. No.
So, due to that, we will not be talking about it. Let's talk about
Exactly.
something we'll see. Freaky ass stepsister goes wild. Alex.
Yeah,
Adams.
why did they say ah? It's on xvideos.com. You think they can say ass? Freaky ass.
You seen that screenshot, Simon?
No.
There was a meme going around that there was a porn video called "Freaky Ass Stepsister," and like it was just really funny.
It's like, why are you censoring ah, bro?
The girl
There's
was
full
terrified.
frontal.
She was like,
There's full frontal in this. Why the hell would you give up on that? Like that's just kind of a shame, really.
We're just looking at porn now on the pod. Okay, cool.
Speaking of full frontal,
This is what happens when
Wyatt.
you don't have a plan. Is you look at porn with your best
Speaking of people
friend.
without a plan, Donald J. Trump. How do we feel about him, folks?
No, explain to the good folks at home who
Donald
Donald
Trump,
Trump is. Yeah, Simon, please explain.
This
Who's
is
Donald
this
Trump?
is a funny reference to the fact that we will enter nuclear war within the next 3 years.
Nuclear war actually can't happen.
Well, I think Big Donald has done a very good job at making things that seem impossible like actually happen in the worst possible way.
That is true.
The man is such a fat fuck that he had to have McDonald's put on the menu when he had dinner with the Queen for the first time. So you know that.
I mean, that's like the
that's-
one good thing
that's-
he did, though.
Well, like, but you know, there's
also
a
the
reason they
Queen.
made fun of that in Kingsman: The Secret
Yeah, to
Service.
be fair, I wouldn't be eating fermented swan tits either.
No, exactly. I would eat the biggest.
Dude,
fucking
you never see
American...
a swan's titties, bro? That shit is meaty.
I thought you
Yeah.
said Swan Sea for a minute, and I almost got a fucking flashback.
Simon, they're the breast. All right. On a serious
You know, I
note,
can't
let's
lie
get
for some
serious.
chicken thigh.
Yeah, exactly. I will not be having sex with a chicken.
You ever
Now,
think
why
you're
not?
in the Stanford prison experiment sometimes? You know, like you just kind of feel like.
How
you're
come?
in
You ever
it.
think you're in the Stanley Parable sometimes?
Really?
Wyatt got on Discord with his friends.
They sat on
Right,
call
and-
for 30 fucking minutes, not
The
knowing
closer
what,
he
what
got
to
to
do.
joining the call, the less happy he felt about doing it. Maybe there was
Wyatt
better
said,
things to
"I
do with
love
his
you."
evening, like playing Skate 3. God, we've never talked about Skate 3 on this pod.
Why haven't
Have
we
we?
talked about Skate 3?
What
That's
a
like
game! Yeah, 20,000 hours talking about Skate 3.
an
That's my
accidentally good game, in my opinion.
It's so good.
Because that game could have been terrible. Could have been fucking off.
Yes.
Hmm.
And
Goddamn.
technically, it kind of like fundamentally isn't good because there's so
Oh,
many
yeah.
fucking
It's a
glitches.
made game, but that was what makes it fun.
It's the only like it's the one of the only examples of like a truly like fundamentally broken game
Yeah.
being more fun because it is broken. Like it's not like brokenness is like an irony thing. It actually is more fun when you play with lag and glitches. It's kind of crazy how that game.
Speaking of playing with lag and glitches, folks, we have a Patreon.
That's true.
It's really
We need
great.
Holy
Because
shit.
if you guys want to watch this shit for free, why don't you watch
Speaking of
it
which-
more by giving us money?
We got something that's going up this week, folks.
For real? For real?
It's a new dub that I think is ready.
He straight up said, "No."
That's coming out on Sunday, 11:59 p.m.
He got the Kansas.
Alright.
After John Cena wins number 17, you can wash your mouth out with us dubbing. Can I say what it is? Can I officially say what it is? Can I
go on.
Away? It's the long-awaited Spider-Man 2 dub. It's almost a year in the making. We did this a while ago.
All I'm gonna say is that I'm a technical genius and I've improved how they work now.
He used AI.
This is the
I
best.
didn't use AI.
I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Did not use AI.
I'm joking.
Yeah, we used all AI, guys. The entire
I used
Spider-Man
Al.
2, we actually,
I asked Al to help me.
Al Stoybon.
Al Stoybon.
Chicken.
Giant chicken. So yeah, no, we're gonna have a great time doing that. I hope you enjoy it because I hope it's a better off dub than the
A
other
lot
one.
of fun.
We got a few more things too coming up on the horizon. We just recorded our first our reaction to the first episode of Lazarus on Adult Swim, which is pretty good. If you
That's
wanna
on
see it.
Patreon.
Oh yeah, we uploaded that like immediately. That's already
we did.
up there.
That was recent. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
20
most recent
minutes.
thing. There you go, guys. You
Like
can
I
see it.
keep
It's right
saying,
there.
the reaction stuff is for paid members because we want to give paid members just a little bonus, because they're giving us some money. But it's $4, $3
$1
a month. It's $3 a month, but there is a 7-day free trial if you just want to give it a
$5.
Or no extra benefit.
try.
Just
Yeah, no benefit.
More dollar.
and not for
more
the
dollar.
Patreon. Just Venmo us $5 on.
Anyway, if you want to follow us on Twitter, there's our @. You can go follow them. We do other
Why
shit
would you though?
every now and then.
Why would you follow anyone on that cesspool anymore? That app
Shut
is done. bro.
up, you absolute wine cork! I don't want to hear you. Does it,
Wine cork.
Simon? Doesn't Wyatt look like a cork? Think about it.
I thought he looked more like a mop. and you're kind of built like a pencil. Like
Hey,
you have like a
if
little
you're-
bit of pencil going.
If you're a utility in Power Simulator, why?
Why, SpongeBob?
What is my
I think Wyatt's the mop. I'll be the soap gun, and then Simon can be the spray. There you go.
I
No.
make them all because that's what I make them do.
You make them wet.
Hey, speaking of
Yeah.
making you wet, you can also get really
you
wet
can
from.
get merchandise.
Yeah, we on fire tonight, boys. Woo!
You put
You know
that
why?
shirt on and
'Cause
you
we-
will be soaked, even if you're a
We
man.
sell water balls.
Okay, for real.
Fucking
If
buy
you
the
said-
merch.
If you send a video of you buying one of our water bottles, filling it up to the top, and just pouring it all over your pants, we'll have you on the pod. That's not a joke. I will literally do that.
Over 18. I don't want to talk to children.
Over 18, yes, that's actually a good point. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
That's like when Oni said, "I want to do National Paskinti Day. We have to eat spaghetti naked." That's one of my favorite bits. Everyone
Bro,
tweet
I'm
us #, National Paskinti Day.
I'm gonna
You're
get
gonna
my
only
fucking
play-
penne chicken
Yes.
Alfredo.
Guess who we got as a guest next week?
Oh! Speaking of
Oni
Oni plays, we started a new series. We're playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary.
Cemetery.
Me and Simon, not that guy. He doesn't give a shit. But me and Simon.
Nah, I don't
Technically,
play
it's
that
only
shit.
cast.
Really
I'm
good.
just watching.
To be fair, I didn't know you guys were playing that one, and I would probably would have joined.
You can join for the next one if you want.
Join us halfway through.
We're only like a third in. You can join if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. You gotta.
Ha!
It would be-
Backed yourself into a corner. Wow! Look at him.
Wyatt, when he admits that something good is good about Smash Brothers, he's gonna fucking melt. His face is gonna explode. if
He's
he
like
does
that guy in Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
this was arson.
Yo-
Someone arson
Yeah, someone
around.
arson around.
Arson
Oh
theory.
yeah.
Oh,
Shut
man.
up.
You're
Speaking of
just
arson
not
theory,
funny.
Wait,
Holy
Wyatt,
shit.
you have a thing that you need to. You have a thing you need to plug.
I do have a plug.
You have a thing you need to
Look,
plug.
guys. I am a huge Austin Theory fan, as you guys know. I talk about him every pod. I say Austin Theory is the greatest wrestler to ever live. You talk about Christopher Daniels being the greatest. You talk about Bobby Roode being the greatest. No, it's Christopher. I mean, Austin Jacob Theory, whatever his name is. And I decided to make an edit of my favorite wrestler, Austin Theory, to the hit Sabrina Carpenter song Espresso. And I highly recommend you watch it. It's some of his best moments. It shows why I think he's a future Hall of Famer and world champion. And thank you, Miss Sabrina Carpenter, for doing that for me specifically. I actually commissioned her to sing the song. I didn't use a download. No.
Spend all the money we earn on.
That is all, boys.
How much money did we? Wait. What money am I not seeing here? What money am I not seeing?
6 none the richer.
Speaking of Pence, Mike Pence.
Fuck you! I was gonna say
next
that.
week on the show.
Yeah,
6 none the richer.
We're gonna finish the job. We're gonna
do what J6 did have goals to do. No,
that's a joke. That's a joke.
This is so random. Do you remember the scene from National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation, where the guy's at the poker table and he's like really old, and he goes, "I've been here for ages. I've been playing poker my entire life, the roulette wheel, but I did it. I won. I won the money. The money is mine." And then he died. He was.
I do remember that actually.
Great. I won the money.
You guys remember Vacation 2015 with Ed Helms?
The Christmas Vacation is the best one.
Yeah, it is obviously.
It's the best one.
It's the only one I hear anybody talk about. I don't hear anybody talk about
the original one people talk about a little bit, but
these 9 times out of 10, if somebody's mentioning Vacation, it's always the Christmas one.
My favorite scene in that movie is when he plugs everything in and he's just standing there like, no. So good.
I like fucking don't piss me off, Art. He's fucking smiling.
God, why is Chevy Chase a fucking prick? He's so funny.
He is one of the biggest pricks to ever live, and that's like the funniest part about him is that nobody likes that fucker.
Literally no one.
Well, Jimmy Fallon likes him.
Jimmy Fallon.
Do you see the SNL concert where Jimmy Fallon was like, "Oh, Chevy Chase."
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon basically like sucks the cock of anyone who comes on the show because he realizes that he has.
Okay, so I just want to say you got this new project now, and we've been friends for many years. Of course,
that's real funny.
So I just wanted to ask,
Cass, can I be Jimmy Fallon and you?
Yeah.
You pretend you be a guest. You be a guest. I don't care which guest.
Who am I going to be?
Oh, am I going to be the band or whatever?
Okay, I'll be the guest. I'll be the guest.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest tonight.
Hello, it's me. I'm back from the dead. I came back. Iago! I'm a Pokemon, so I have to say my first name.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. So Gilbert, I heard you were in this this lovely little show for Adult Swim. What is it called? Smiling Guys?
I was in Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. He wasn't in that, by the way. That's the joke. He wasn't in Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
No talent. I was in one good movie. I was in Almost Famous, and I was actually like good in that movie for some reason, and then I just stopped trying. I just stopped trying after that. You know,
he ruined the bunny from Dougal.
From Greg the Bunny.
Dougal.
Dougal needs to be a part of the lore guide because I just remembered. Yeah, like he was.
Dude, we had a whole segment about fucking Dougal.
I love
talking about the cats.
My favorite part in Dougal is just, it's not even a joke. It's just some random part in the script where they just go, Pirates of the Caribbean. Thought we couldn't do Disney references. It doesn't make sense at all. I don't know why the fuck they put it.
That's not how comedy works, writers. You can't
Pirates
just
of the Caribbean.
Have you ever seen the British dub of that movie?
No.
It is actually decent. Like, it's not a good movie, obviously, but like the voice actors at least gave a shit.
Remember when Jimmy Fallon was like, "My precious," kidding. That's actually what he says in the movie, guys. That's actually the exact line, the exact cadence.
It feels like one of those movies that like they couldn't just like they couldn't record lines on a specific basis. Like they got like one half of Jimmy's lines like 6 months before release, but the other half was like 2 years before, and they just forgot, and they were just like,
"How many months?" Actually, it reminds me of Arrested Development. Do you remember they brought Arrested Development back and like none of the crew.
What did development do?
No. Arrested Development, basically, for their revival season on Netflix, they couldn't have most of the actors film in the same room. So they had, like,
That's a pickle.
Yeah, really stupid shit.
That's a bit of a pickle, isn't
You
it?
could say that there was some Arrested Development on the show.
That's a
Holy
bit of a
fucking
pickle.
shit!
Oh,
Guys, you ever see Greg the Bunny? Remember that show?
what the fuck is Greg the Bunny?
Oh, Cass, I want you to look it up right now and read me the
All right.
description.
And read the synopsis.
And read the cast.
I actually don't know what this is either. So
I can't wait. I want to hear Cass just explain what this is.
Greg the Bunny. Oh no!
This is like my,
I just saw the fucking main star. Alright, here we go. Greg the Bunny TV series, 2002. So here's the cast. Eugene Levy, Seth Green, Bob Gunton, Sarah Silverman, fucking Drew Massey. Is that it? Fucking say his name.
What's the
I
plot?
don't fucking know. Dan Milano.
Yeah.
He's Greg the Bunny.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the fucking plot? Greg the Bunny is one of the 3.2 million fabricated Americans living in the United States. Wanting a job that doesn't involve working only on Easter, he finds a job on a kids show. What the fuck am I looking at?
Is this like a epic funny adult show with a
Yeah, it's like Muppets. It's like Muppets.
Oh, but like
Yeah,
is
it's
it
like an adult
friendly or is
Muppet
it like
No, it's like crass. It's Fox.
so it's like-
It was on Fox. So
Do you remember that terrible like Muppet adult film with Melissa
Murder.
McCarthy?
this
This
Happy
predates
Time Murders.
that. This predates that
Happy Time-
immensely, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Happy Time Murders. I remember I read the synopsis for that. I was like, that sounds like the coolest movie ever. And then I saw the concept art and I was like, that looks like the coolest movie ever. And then I saw the trailer and was like, this looks like the worst thing that any human being has ever put their
That
stamp of
movie
approval on.
was in development hell forever. Like that was
I love
supposed to star
Muppets,
Jamie Foxx
so-
originally. It was supposed to be
Dude.
Jamie Foxx
And they had the Jim Henson Company like involved with it, I feel like, too.
It was
that
supposed to be like a
could've-
Roger Rabbit type deal. Yeah.
That really, like, if they had not pussied out and just made it a tongue-in-cheek comedy,
Like a dark comedy. Like a
if it
grim-
was like, if it took itself seriously,
It would've been amazing.
Would have been amazing.
Honestly,
Honestly,
they're like, hey guys, come jokes. He Melissa McCarthy.
And
fall over.
dude,
He, he, he.
here's the thing: the Muppets were already out of the public view by that point, but I think that just contributed to them being completely iced out of pop culture. I think it actually.
I love
just-
Muppets so much, man. I've been watching the Muppets ABC series. Do you remember this?
Kids? Is that for the
No,
babies or something?
it's kinda. It's like
Dude.
it's like
Not
the Muppets
great.
if they're like in normal society. It's like about Kermit trying to get back with Miss Piggy. It's decent. It's filmed like The Office. It's pretty good.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the ABC show.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant it was like Muppet ABCs. I'm like, is this
The
a
Muppets
fucking show for... Yeah.
learn the alphabet.
That's just Muppet
Babies.
Babies.
Because I watched that when it premiered, and I loved the idea of it. I liked that it was like Office style, like film,
Yeah.
documentary
It's
thing.
cute.
Great fucking idea. The problem is, it was written by Big Bang Theory creator. What's his fucking dick?
I know what you're talking. Yeah.
Who is very hit or miss.
Dude,
Very. Hit
I
or
would have
miss.
taken it so. I think you know what I think because they made it like an office drama. I think it would have been so much more interesting if it was like
Serious.
following each Muppet's life, and it's like they're actors, like they start getting employed for other movies and stuff like that while they're trying
That
to
would have been
balance
pretty funny.
the Muppet Show with it. That would have been really funny.
Kermit's in
And
the
also,
MCU.
Genuinely, if Kevin
There's some-
Feige
there's
had
some
any
stuff there.
nuts,
They offered me
No.
$4 million to play Dormammu. I didn't take it.
The studio, but with the Muppets.
that's what I was literally thinking.
That would
like,
be so
dude,
sick.
That's part of the plot of every Muppet Show episode is when shit goes wrong behind the scenes and Kermit's running around.
That would be so fucking entertaining. Shoot like it's like fucking Birdman or some shit, and like have like
And
the
have a
characters getting, like,
guest.
really.
Have a guest every episode.
What the fuck?
Like, dude, like, oh my god, it would have been so great.
Fuck.
It would have been
Disney,
so
what the
great.
fuck are you doing,
dude.
man?
I got Swedish Chef in the fucking green room. Who's called him? Why is he here? Why's in the other room?
He drops the voice. He drops the voice for a minute.
Listen, man, I don't get paid by the hour.
That would be really funny if like they themselves were obviously real, like the Muppets, but they had different voices they were putting on the whole time. So
It's like the Mr. Frog episode where the bug is like, I used to carry the show most of the time.
Yeah, I didn't know it was problems went that deep. Wow.
I kind of like that. It's kind of.
Yeah.
I think some character, like I wouldn't want to hear Beaker talking like an actual human being. Like he's funnier that when he's not talking like that. But
Kermit. There's been an accident in the lab. We accidentally let out COVID.
I accidentally set off a firework and killed
we let off
Honeydew.
COVID-20 Budweiser virus.
Budweiser's wires.
The Budweiser. You know what? Last thing I'll say about Muppets, it is really like it's kind of painfully ironic that like the Muppets 2011 is all about how like the Muppets brought us constant joy, and if we like could just attribute that to our own lives and we could just be who we wanted, we'd be happy, right? And they like reminded us of that. And then Disney said, "What if I kill this property in less than 5 years?" And all the joy in the world is coincidentally just like gone for a lot of people. So
that
there's
Muppet
that.
trailer is one of my favorite misleading trailers.
Oh, like the
trailer starts
rom-com?
off, it's like Jason Segel and fucking I can't remember.
Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Amy Adams. Yes.
It's a love story of two people that have never met, and then at the very last second, it's like, and there are Muppets, and then fucking animals in the corner. He's like, ah! It's like, I fucking love that trailer.
Jack Black said no drums. Incredible.
I think we talked about this on our holiday episode, but Muppets Christmas Carol is the best version of that goddamn
Oh, it's
story.
goated. It's
For real?
goated.
Yeah.
It's goated.
Why does
Fantastic
Michael
movie.
Caine give an Oscar-worthy performance? I don't understand why he
Because
chose
the
that
Muppets
movie.
are not just like bottom of the barrel kids.
They transcend
That's prestige kids entertainment right
If
there.
Muppets weren't scared to dwell in adult shit, I'd love to see Saw, but with Muppets.
No, that'd be a great parody bit where they think it's one of the Muppets it's like Sam the Eagle's been captured, and you think Jigsaw's like super, like it's set up like this. It's like
Who would you put in the room? It's Sam the Eagle, and who's the other guy?
No. I think it'd be my bit would be like Sam the Eagle, like by himself, and you hear the Jigsaw voice, and you keep thinking it's gonna be bad, and it just keeps turning out to be like, we want you to eat this thing and test it, and it's Professor Honeydew and Beaker, like just as Jigsaw and fucking
the Jigsaw figure in this is fucking the two old men in the fucking
oh my God, Statler Waldorf.
Yeah, Statler Waldorf.
They've
Yeah.
been captured. They're the ones that've been captured.
No, they're the ones doing it. They're Jigsaw,
You think
and they're going
so?
like, oh.
But it could be like.
Looks like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
game
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Oh, this is probably made by EA. Oh!
Dude, they recreate the pound of flesh trap, but it's pound of felt. Like so, it's like they're just like
so alive.
I've never felt like I was watching something worse.
We're old, so we used to hate minorities.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you'd be reciting some sort of an important plot point. Well, half the audience isn't paying attention. You mean half the audience is still
Look,
alive?
Waldorf, right there. It's Hideo Kojima.
Hey, you ever watch
There he is, Kojima.
I love that clip so much. Look, Kojima, there he is, right there.
Kojima. There he is.
Hey, have you been watching that show Lost? Oh yeah, I gotta say it's a pretty good title. I couldn't follow any of it.
God, I'd do them too every fucking day.
You do them? Wow.
Did you try watching The Bear? Oh, I got about halfway through and I couldn't bear it.
God damn it.
If I had puppets of Statler Waldorf, I would shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, I would never shut up. I would be like the biggest fucker.
I think
ever
we
lived.
need to make it a goal, right? If we blow up properly,
Get the Muppets.
we
on.
have to pay a company to make puppets of us and do a whole episode of us with puppets.
That would be
I just
so
feel like-
fun.
Genuinely,
There has
that
to
would
be a
actually-
website. I'm gonna search this up. You talk about something.
Hey guys.
Look at my inside out ass lock screen. Look at this.
My lock screen is this. My lock screen is the Daredevil.
My lock
Oh,
screen
go on. Lock
is
screen reveal. Go
still
on.
my lock screen is still the best wrestler to ever live.
Yeah, that's good.
It's gonna
I'll
be
go.
this for a long time. A long time. I think.
That's good.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be like a sick ass shot from Sinners when I see it on Friday, or I guess when I'm seeing it right now when this video gets uploaded.
Guys,
What
we
up?
have news.
Noose? What's the noose?
Fuck it, I've had news for a while, brother.
Grant Morrison is writing a new comic.
That's actually
Oh,
kind
yeah?
okay. Well, do we know what it is?
What's he
Apparently,
famous for?
Apparently, Grant Morrison, creator.
Dude, I
Mini
don't
thing.
read comics.
Let's see. He did All-Star Superman. He did fucking.
Oh, classic All-Star Super.
Yeah, he did some amazing shit, man.
Did he do? Okay, wait. Tell me if I'm remembering this wrong. Did he do Batman Year One as well, or did somebody else do Year One?
No. Year One wasn't Year One. Hold on, I'm looking it up. He did not Grant Morrison movies and TV shows. God damn it. Grant Morrison comics. Okay, so Grant Morrison. Oh wow, Doom Patrol. Obviously, that's the big one. That's his big thing.
Oh, wow, dude! I still haven't seen that show. I know that it went downhill very, very quickly.
You're a Batman. He wrote Justice League of America. New X-Men. That's the big one, obviously.
Very good. That's
Yeah,
good.
Animal Man. That's another underrated one.
And do we know what he is? Do we know what he is writing? What is it that he is writing? right
So the
now?
headline says he has a new comic for the Big Two in the works.
The big two. So
With artist
one of
members,
does that just mean one of Marvel or DC, or is it just?
I
like-
believe so.
Okay. Well, he's done. It
That's
sounds like he's done a lot of DC stuff. What would you like, Grant? What would y'all like, Grant
It
Morrison?
might be
to write?
DC. That's what I'm thinking. I wouldn't mind if. Here's the thing. I feel like I want to see him do like a Marvel thing though. Like imagine him doing
Well,
like Daredevil or something, or like.
Be kind of sick.
I mean,
Maybe
Daredevil doesn't have a whole lot of comics right now. I don't think.
I don't.
Nothing
believe
ongoing
so.
anyway right now. Nothing
No.
ongoing. No.
I'm doing. I'd have to refresh myself on. What
I am
is
not
happening.
too big in the comic scene right now because I know DC is killing it with Absolute right now, or at least some of them anyway.
Where everybody in Absolute has chests built like Minecraft blocks. Like
Here, Superman is not very good though. Unfortunately, Absolute Superman I've heard is pretty terrible.
I've heard Batman and Wonder Woman are quite good though.
Everybody and Wonder Woman are fucking incredible. Actually, I gotta fix that.
It's a shame that the Superman one is not very good. Man, listen, we've got a couple Superman medias coming up that we can be excited for at least.
Yeah, Smallville. It's on Hulu, guys. Watch it. Can I talk about Smallville real
Damn
quick?
it.
I haven't talked about
Go.
Smallville ever.
Go for it. Talk
Dude,
about Smallville.
Smallville, dude. For y'all don't know, man. Smallville's one of the fucking most insane bullshit shows ever made. It is one of the most
Complimentary.
ridiculous adaptations of any comic character ever. 10 fucking seasons, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
Almost-
it lasted a full decade.
It lasted a whole decade, yeah. It's like, hey, what if we just took Clark Kent and we just said, all right, here's him growing up in Smallville. 10 years. Even though we're going to condense it into like 4 years, technically. But
Yeah, and then by the end, it's like jumping. The last season's jumping like all like way ahead. if I
Oh, the
remember
last season
correctly.
is Apocalypse War, pretty much.
It's like him. He's not just Clark Kent. Like he is Superman at this. Like
Well, so fun
he's
fact. So he becomes the Blur at one point. That's what it is. They call him for a minute.
like the Blur. I kind of like
So
that.
he has like the S on his shirt. It's like a jacket. It's like the most bullshit CW thing ever. But basically, he's called the Blur because the only time people see him is like when he's speeding by. So he's like a blur. So that's what they call him.
Oh, like the blue Blur. Sonic.
They call me a slur.
But
They
no,
call me
dude,
Bill
Smallville
Burr.
is. There's an episode of Smallville where like Lana Lang gets like bitten by like this sorority group of vampires, and then they all become vampires, and Clark Kent has to fucking kill her to
That's
get the
so
vampire
sick.
out of her, and then bring her back. And
What? Give me a second. I lost my mind.
That's a great concept. Like you're affected by something, so the person has to kill you and then resuscitate you.
I think that's what happened. I think
That's really sick.
there was another episode of that show that was also fucking weird.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
guess what?
Lex Luthor was great in that show. Michael
Fuck
Rosenbaum,
you.
best Lex Luthor ever.
He's still it's him and Clancy.
That whole dynamic is flawless. Clark and Lex in that show is the perfect Clark and Lex dynamic.
I will always prefer Clark and Lex kind like actually being friends. Like I just kind of like
Oh, it's great. I love it.
I just love
It's
that's
like
just,
Randall and Mike and fucking Monsters University.
Dude, the first episode when they meet, because it's basically like Lex is driving and he gets distracted and he drives off a bridge and he like steers into Clark and Clark and him basically just go hammering off this bridge and it's all real. They did this whole stunt in real time. You see a guy fall off with this car off this bridge into the water and I'm like, holy shit! They had a
Imagine.
budget! They had a fucking budget!
Imagine not being a pussy and doing it.
Exactly, bitch.
you only
It's
see that
crazy.
shit for like the most expensive shows now. Like you're only seeing that shit on like I know White Lotus did a couple stunts for this last season, like a couple legit stunts, which is kind of cool.
I don't watch
haven't
that
watched it
coworker show, sorry.
yet. Coworker show, that family member show.
As I talk about Smallville.
I was
Yeah.
say you were definitely that mother. If you were born any earlier, you'd definitely be that motherfucker going into work. That you go, yo, you guys see what's on Smallville? It's like so good.
Dude,
You
I
gotta
was
go
the
check
only
it
one
out."
in school talking about Smallville. I fucking grew up watching that shit on the CW every fucking week.
Weren't you homeschooled?
Yeah, he fucking
doesn't
looks
know.
like one of them. Look
He
at him.
doesn't know.
He doesn't, bro.
You know, I went to public school for a while.
I did, okay, the way that because when I first met you, all you told me was I was homeschooled. You never broke that down for me.
Yeah, for like the last half because it was a piece of shit.
Let me break it down for you, Mark.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, well, there you go. You learn something new every day, you little fucking twat. Don't ever bring my
You
again,
have
asshole.
never.
Don't you ever bring up my bullshit again, you little chicken fuck.
I went to music college and one of the students got kicked out on the first day because she has cocaine in her nose.
Dude, I went to music school for a little bit, and there was this guy there who's this music teacher.
That's crazy.
No,
Because
dude,
no one
dude.
asked.
So basically, there was one guy who was doing this. So it was like a music stuff and everything. We had a drummer right there, and then this guy was he was relatively excited, and then the instructor walked in, and we started rehearsing and everything. Doesn't get it right, tries it again. Then the fucking guy, the instructor, throws a chair at him. Just asked him, why were you rushing?
He says, do you want to know why I just threw a cherry?
Yeah, dude, he said that, and then this guy's bald, by the way, so it's actually really like.
Why you bald? Why you bald?
Yeah, I wonder.
The only reason I know this is because Wyatt told me this before.
Yeah. I think I told you this before.
It was very serious. I got so pissed off once, like he tackled him and he got in trouble for it.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, so basically he tackled him during like the big performance of the show, and that's like the last I saw that guy.
I think I read a story like he got really mad because the student was like he was playing the drums, but the drum sound wasn't. It was just "Take Me Home, Country Roads" by Tootie
Simon, that's from Whiplash. What are you talking about?
Yeah. We're talking
No,
about
but
real
like
life.
I remember I read like a CBSNC article about this.
Simon, that's from Whiplash.
No, I think what you're talking about is
That's from
Whiplash.
Academy
I'm
acclaimed
telling the
movie
actual
Whiplash.
story.
I'm telling you like a very personal story right here, and you're calling it like.
Speaking of personal stories, the bombings going on right now is very
Yeah, how do you
just
feel?
not okay. I'm upset. I'm frustrated.
I personally think we should start bombing ourselves.
I already am. I shit myself
No.
5 minutes into this recording.
If I bombed myself, I wouldn't be able to play We Play anymore.
We
You want to go play billiards?
I wouldn't be able to play the tank game, which is just peak content.
The
I
clay
like We
pigeon one.
Play.
The
Yeah,
one where
the
you're
clay
shooting.
pigeon.
The one where you're shooting
No.
is like really fun.
I like We Party a lot. I like that game.
We
I've
parties
never
are
played
right.
that game.
We Party's underrated. That's an underrated.
Didn't we already talk about? Was it Cass, Sam, and I talked about Wii Music, or did somebody, or was that?
Wii
us?
Music was so fucking good, man.
We
Oh
played
my
that
that in
God.
music class, and it's the best fucking thing ever.
So much fun, bro. We were. I was
Everyone has that shitty old game that you really like. Yeah.
Matrix Path of Neo.
Fear
That's real,
3 on the
brother.
Xbox 360. What a
That game
terrible game.
sucks.
That game is ass, dude. What's mine?
You tried to say it was good. Then Mike said, "No, fuck you."
I didn't say it was good. I said I remember playing it and it scared me.
Oh, sure.
What was mine?
Because there's one scene where you're in a sort of warehouse and you walk up a ladder and there's a ghost girl at the top and she never comes back for the rest of the game. It makes no
That's
sense.
cool.
Oh,
It's not
dude.
cool. It's shit.
Did y'all play? Do you want to talk about shit games that you like? And you can't get more shit than Xbox Connect.
Oh, of course.
Did y'all play Connect? Did y'all play Connect Rush? that Disney
fuck is that?
Disney Connect game.
What?
Oh, that one. Oh,
So it's like the idea. If this was just like a straight up platformer, it would actually probably be pretty fun. But it's not a straight up platformer. And Wyatt just walked out of the room. That's
It's because you mentioned Disney Rush.
I remember I played the shit out of that. Like I was fake running so hard in my living room that my dad came downstairs once because he thought somebody was breaking into the house.
Where is he? Where is he? He's like holding a shotgun.
And it's just me on the screen playing the Ratatouille mini.
You're just like standing still. I'm sorry, Dad.
Let me look up Disney. Do
you know what blew my mind?
Rush.
I was doing trivia with my friend today, and we found out that Lion King wasn't based on anything.
Well, wait, wasn't there that controversy that it was based on like an old animated thing? Kimba?
I don't fucking know, man.
You know, let me look. Yeah, because I remember a bunch of people have made videos on that shit. How it's like why maybe you know why. Remember what's that controversy that like the Lion King was actually like a plagiarized story about?
Yeah, it's this old anime called like Kimba or some shit.
Yeah,
Well, you got
Kimba
that
the White
spawn.
Lion?
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't fucking know. I didn't care enough.
Yeah,
It looked like
'cause
shit anyway. Disney did it better. I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
Lion King is like one of the best movies ever made.
That film, man. Oh,
Dude, that is a film I want to see in theaters. Whenever that shit comes back around, I want to see that in theaters.
I'm so mad because like remember like 15 years ago they did it in 3D in theaters.
Yep. I missed it. I fucking missed it.
It would have been. I stopped finding Nemo in 3D in theaters though, and that was great. That was actually
Dude, the Stampede scene in that, where the fucking wildebeest fucking come. That is a fucking nuts scene.
in 3D. That would probably hit you.
That
like,
probably was
drunk.
insane.
hey, Timon! You didn't pay the income tax, Timon.
Why is he?
I don't have income tax, Pumbaa. Stop lying on the internet, Pumbaa.
Timon, can I put some cream cheese on this bagel? Do you think if I get the cream cheese on myself, I get a discount?
You can't put cream cheese on a bagel. We don't have bagels. We're in the middle of I almost said Antarctic.
Oh, it's me,
We're in the
John
middle of
Oliver the
Africa.
bird. Trump, am I right?
John Oliver.
Remember he was fucking in the movie?
Hello, I'm Zazu. I'm John Oliver. Suck my cock. Suck my fucking cock.
You've never heard a voice cast more checked out than the voice cast of the Lion King 20.
Oh, none of them gave a
Nobody gives a fuck in that movie, dude. No,
How did that? How did that get another movie? It's baffling.
I'm not saying like Mufasa was like good on its own merit because it probably wasn't, but like I'd be more inclined to watch it if it was 2D animated. I would have actually.
What did you say about my brother? Fuck off.
No. Barry Jenkins, he did his job.
Simon, anything that Disney has done in the last decade, I'd be stoked about if it was in 2D animation.
Well, because I remember Moana was supposed to be their big return to 2D animation. Like that, there's like concept art of that shit. Like they were originally going to make that their big 2D animated movie. And I mean, Moana worked out. Moana worked out fine in 3D.
No,
Moana's a great movie.
I don't think it's good. Sorry.
I think you're wrong. I think that's a pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
You know
Dude,
what? I'm gonna kill you.
Listen, with you it's movies, with cats it's television. You guys just go, I thought it was all right, or I didn't like it, and then you go, I haven't seen it. 5 seconds later.
I'm not doing this fucking bit on the pod.
And then Simon goes, I can't wait to watch this, guys. Never watches.
That's not true. I do watch it. It only takes me 6 months to watch it.
How long?
We dragged you kicking and screaming into Daredevil on Netflix. I'm just saying.
I did. What happened then? We got it done in a month.
We did, and I'm glad.
So
it still took longer than it needed to. I'm just saying.
Subject change.
Matt,
Today I was shut the fuck up.
So you were
shut the fuck up.
I don't want sections on my pod. Also, here's a hard section change on my pod.
Shut up.
Section change.
Stop bitching in my fucking kitchen. Anyway, shut up.
Kitchen, bro.
Shut up.
Too big to be your kitchen. This room is too big.
I'm waiting for the subject cast. When's it coming out?
today, I spent 3 hours stressing out because my phone was stuck on update mode.
Oh yeah,
I
let's talk
couldn't
about
access
that.
anything.
Yeah.
So I had to illegally hack into my phone just to have it be in fucking setup mode again.
How did you manage to even put it in that mode?
Because you guys both got iPhone, yes?
Yes, of course.
When you do a software update, it's sponsored by Apple. When you do a software update, it goes to black screen with the logo and the little progress bar shows up.
Yes, indeed.
It was stuck on that. So I searched up how to reset the phone to like open up again, and then it came to this. You didn't just pick your nose and look at it, did you? You didn't just go
I did not. That was a
and
genuine
then
itch.
stare it.
I had.
You didn't just you were
I didn't.
proud, bro. No,
I did not. I itched.
You were
It's a
Eve
new
picking
low.
from the apple tree just then. You just
That
went.
is
I
a
itched
new-
my nose.
I'm
That's a
gifting
new
what
low.
just happened. I'm gifting it.
Simon,
There's
you're
no way.
never going to do this again, and we're going to make sure that you never do that again.
Oh my goodness
I
gracious!
literally itched my nose. I don't know what the fuck you're.
I'm calling you out, you fuck.
I'm
Anyway,
your ass out.
Speaking of you, fuck, I was so violent towards my phone in that moment. Literally, I had to reset it like 5 times, and then it just kept getting stuck on that same part. So what I did was I illegally hacked into my phone and like made it think it was in proper new phone setup mode. And so I had to install my apps again and set up the phone completely. I had to log into everything again. It was horrible.
That's always.
But it's fine. It saved all my passwords. It saved all my notes, so I'm good. But I was so upset earlier. I just want everyone to know that.
That happened
Yeah.
to me a couple years ago when I did an update, usual Apple update, right? And for some reason, it completely stripped me of cellular data.
What?
So basically what happened was I couldn't get LTE anywhere. Couldn't get LTE. I couldn't make any calls or text unless I was on Wi-Fi, unless I was on fucking Wi-Fi.
Did you?
And it turns out the reason...
When you reset it, did you forget to turn your cellular data off when you reset it?
My cellular data was always on. It's never off.
That maybe it was just horrible luck, and like you ran out of data right when that happened.
I don't... No, because we have unlimited.
Oh, you have? Okay, well then,
Yeah, we
we'll
have
just
unlimited
say,
in our house.
go fuck yourself, dude.
No, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened, man. And then I took it to fucking Verizon over here. The one over here, there's 2 Verizons in our vicinity. I took it to this one. And they said, so yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to factory reset this. And I did that. And I'm like, oh wow.
They told you go listen to emo rock. You said bring me the Verizon.
And they literally fucked me and I couldn't access anything after
That's
that.
quite funny.
And then I go to the other Verizon store, which I'm only going to from now on, and they said, yeah, so what happened? I told them what happened, and they said, like, yeah, they wanted me to factory reset this, and they're just like, they told you to factory reset this? And I'm just like, yeah, should not have done that. And they just go, please come here from now on, all right? And I'm just like, here's your new phone. And I'm like, thanks.
That's hilarious.
Damn.
I remember I dropped my phone at work, and it just shut off forever, never to be turned on.
Oh,
again.
dude, wait. You want to talk about shitty phones? I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there was like a shit ton of cracks on this fucker.
Mine's got
It is terrible.
What was it?
I don't know if I can fucking. There you go. You can see it with the reflection.
See mine.
This
I can
shit's
see
fucked.
yours.
It's so bad. The screen had like you know when you fuck your phone up so bad that the colored lines start coming through the screen. Oh man!
Oh, so dude, mine didn't even do
Worst
that.
day of my life.
I was watching something on my break at work, and it just slipped out of my hand. It hit and just blackout, no sound, no. The battery wasn't even that low.
That's insane.
It just gone. And then we went to the store to get a new phone, and it turns out that the new phone they gave me couldn't. They said it would have all my data transferred, and we got home and plugged it in, and it didn't have all my data transferred, so we had to go back I was basically phoneless for like 2 weeks because we kept on because I was also everybody was working, but it was busy, and I was just completely phoneless for like 2 weeks. And then we went to fucking Best Buy, and there were so many delays on it, and like trying to get deals on the data. We were there for like 4 hours just trying to get new. It was a long. This one has survived 5 years now.
I guess you could say they made a bad call.
And that's the pod, guys. No, I'm joking. Actually, fun fact. Where the fuck would we be without this fucking shit? Like, this technology? Like, how the fuck did people do it back in, like, the 90s?
That is a great question.
Like,
They were
us
throwing
especially.
pigeons with fucking notes in their mouths back then. They were relying on
They were
nature
throwing
to send a
pigeons,
message.
so they weren't having the pigeons fly. They were grabbing the
Can you
pigeons,
imagine? Can you
shoving
imagine?
a note down their throat.
Can you imagine being like, boys, when do you want to record tonight?
No, but the way,
Oh my God.
the way you phrased it is like you don't have to let it fly. You just shoved the note into its mouth and chucked it across
like a
the
shot
continent.
put.
Never
Oh,
before
man.
has a teddy bear been launched into orbit by the sake of a tantrum in human history.
Well, guys, I hate.
What's
to
up,
break,
man?
I hate to break it to you, but
Oh my god! Fucking stop! Just stop!
You have such a fucking punchable face, man.
I can't. I don't like. It's not even like. You should be tested. You should be run through multiple data exams.
You should be
Your
run
brain
through?
chemistry should be altered. You should be placed in a home, and every day the home is slightly altered
What?
with nobody acting like it's fine. And then as time goes on, you will go insane as your days constantly change. A chair will be gone, and you'll be like, "Where'd that chair go?" And then I'll be like, "Wyatt, there was no chair."
Chair's
And
my
then-
friend. He's right here. I'll call him right now. Hey, Chair, how's it going?
Coming at you, Cleopatra. He's never said that. I just thought it'd be funny if he said
I can't
that.
believe we lost the funniest man alive to fascism.
He was always.
Yeah.
He was.
9/11 changes everything.
He's like actually like a Russian item. Like he's Krasnov or whatever. Like there's like a story that he's like that he's like compromised by the Russians since like the 80s. It's kind of crazy.
Speaking of compromised by the Russians since the 80s, what have we got, boys?
I don't know. What do we have, guys?
Yeah,
But we.
I'm gonna
I
go
got
first
nothing.
because mine's terrible.
Okay,
Let's
ahead.
go. Let's go.
Well, at least the subject matter is terrible, and I don't ever want to talk about this movie again because it was so
Uh-oh.
nothing.
Irreversible. No, okay.
I wanted
Jesus.
to give this movie a second try because I have not seen it since it was in the cinema. The Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Melon,
Illumination,
the movie?
Coco Melon, the studio. They really got to sort their fucking lives out because they made Despicable Me. It was the first animated movie that they made as a company, and it was amazing. And then they decided to say, "Hey, we're gonna make 1 million of these, and they're gonna get worse and worse and worse as time goes on." Despicable Me 2 is okay. Despicable Me 3 is terrible. Despicable Me 4 is.
I'm kind of appalled at you saying that Despicable Me is an amazing movie because it really
Yes, it's like. Hold on a minute.
It's the most
I
shocking
won't take slander.
movie
It's
ever.
good.
No,
it is a good
I don't know.
movie.
It is good. I would, but it's like a 7. You know, like I would never.
No,
call it
I'd
amazing.
say 8. I'd say 8.
I'd
I like
never
it.
call Despicable Me amazing. It's still like a like. Listen, these movies are made for babies, you know. So it's just like that's just.
That's where my point comes in. Lorax is
Yeah.
the most trauma.
You know what? The music is so catchy in that too.
Oh yeah,
That's what's so fucking annoying is that it's a terrible movie, but the music is catchy as
You know
hell.
Wyatt said it on the Christmas episode
Lorax.
about
Oh,
the
Lorax.
Grinch, where Dr. Seuss's fucking stories cannot be made into feature-length films.
Yeah, because
Like,
they're
it-
short fucking stories.
So
you
short,
know?
it doesn't. Anyway,
Oh my
I hear
God.
the Shigeru Miyamoto comes out. Hello guys, we're going to be making a movie about your favorite character, Super Mario.
He's so
Chris Pratt will be voicing Super Mario.
He's so cool.
generational.
He's never
Discord
once
day.
been connected to him. He's never once done the accent. He's never once even mentioned Super Mario. What are we doing? Why has that happened?
That was a generational Discord day, though.
I genuinely believe he did a better job as Garfield in that shitty Garfield movie last year.
I mean, like, I haven't seen that,
There you
so
go.
I can't really comment.
Garfield's a relatively easy voice to do. So.
He's a great John.
John, I asked for another lasagna and you didn't
So hungry.
Yeah. Basically, Jack Black as Bowser is I like that. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. Favorite voice role in the whole thing though is definitely Charlie Day. Him as Luigi was a great choice.
He's a good Luigi.
So, yeah, no. Concept, right? I'm glad that they went to the whole Brooklyn thing. I actually prefer that for Mario.
Yeah.
I actually also prefer that Mario has a Boston accent over an Italian accent. I actually do like that more. So the whole upbringing of them just wanting to start a business and everything is cute. It's a good setup. But this movie has no fucking sauce at all.
I agree.
It is the most by the books adventure. Save this person, we win. That's the whole movie.
It was a great fun first time watch in the theater. Have not seen it since, and
I can compare it to the Minecraft movie, where there's no effort being put in except for like true fans of the fucking. What am I looking at? What is this? The fuck is that? Chicken jockey! Oh shit! Yeah!
I opened my phone, I saw it, and I was trying really hard not to laugh like a solid minute, and then you said the Minecraft.
That's good timing. It's in Minecraft movie.
I can show it with the Minecraft.
Yeah, no. I can compare it to the Minecraft movie where like there's not a lot of effort being put in, but like fans of the thing like can understand all the references and shit. Like the Mario movie's music, the soundtrack, fucking incredible. If you put aside all the fucking licensed music that they hoarded in there, have you seen the edit on YouTube where someone put in all the original music over those scenes?
Oh, and got rid of all the licensed stuff.
Yeah, it's so much better. So much better.
Well, they almost got fucked because they almost couldn't use the fucking that little music at the end during the final battle. They almost had fucking jump.
Did they put it with the jump by Van Halen over the star scene?
Yeah, they almost did that.
That would have been so bad. That was so bad.
It's like when Take On Me kicks up in the little...
Yeah, that pissed me off. Especially when that replaced a thing that's like 5 different Donkey Kong Country songs in one thing. I was like, oh my god, dude.
I
Fred
hate
Armisen
have no fucking...
No sauce. No sauce.
Nope.
Fred Armisen is so boring as Cranky Kong, man.
What the hell? He's so lame. What the hell? He's
so lame.
He sucks. Yeah.
So lame. Can you imagine like Danny DeVito doing it? Like, it's a shame he's dead. Gilbert Gottfried would have been fucking amazing as Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Are you two done whispering? It's quite rude. Surprisingly, Seth Rogen pretty good as Donkey Kong. Not gonna lie.
Is he? I don't remember
like
a single joke he makes in the whole movie.
The jokes are so shit, man.
Seth Rogen's got a funny voice.
You got the cat box. Grow the fuck up. What are we doing?
Caribbean. Oh, so we can do Disney references.
It's just shoehorning. We're gonna need cars. Do you need cars? Do you really need cars? Or are you just making a fucking Mario Kart reference? Is that all it is? Why is Rainbow Road in it? That didn't make any fucking sense.
What is the Kong Army? I've never heard of the Kong Army in my life. Why is there a Kong Army?
Why is Cranky Kong king of the fucking monkeys?
He is not king of the monkeys, bro. This is not how it works. I truly am the king of the monkeys.
What's this penguin society? Like, why are they making up shitty lore?
It's the worst kind of like fan service because it pretends like it's adding like any kind of lore, but it's just
that
not.
Luma is not funny. It's so annoying.
Well, yeah, it's just them going like, we'll stick this in for the adults. We'll have them say like death and dark and sad things. Like nobody's gonna find it funny except like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, Tumblr 35-year-old women are gonna be like, that's me. Shut up. Best part of this movie is when King Bob-omb fucking dies. It was hilarious.
That's actually a great visual bit. That's a great visual bit when it's when
Dude,
the fuse
King
gets
Boo's on the
activated.
screen for 5 seconds, and I popped, and then I realized that he looked like shit. Donkey Kong uses a fire flower. That was sick.
Dare I say the worst post-credit scene of all time?
Well, the
'Cause
Yoshi.
They show Yoshis. They show Yoshis earlier in the movie, and then they're like, "Oh,
So
Yoshi's in the
stupid.
next one." It's like, yeah, we knew that.
Even then, it's not a massive plot point. Yoshi's not going to be the main focus of this next film. You already know. Like, can you imagine if the after credit scene was like Galaxy or something, like the observatory came on screen or something? That would be sick.
Not
They're
gonna happen.
not going to do that.
Delfino Plus.
Most of the people who made
The Piantas, bro. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, bro! It opens with it's Mario getting arrested. It's Mario getting arrested.
That's such a
Mario's
good
gonna-
plot for a game as well. Oh, that would be so funny if they did that.
That shot of him in Sunshine, where his face is just still and his arms are just on the bars, is like the
Yeah.
hardest shot in Mario
Plot of
history.
Mario 64. Princess is kidnapped, must save her. Sunshine. You are being framed for a crime in a town you've never visited.
They literally say Mario will not be allowed to leave this place
That's such
Whoa.
a fun. Yeah, you're doing community service.
forever.
That's the game.
And then the best part is they pick that up in one of the Paper Mario games. Like there's a Pianta leading the fucking mafia in Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Oh man. Anyway,
Stars.
this movie is not something to rewatch. I only really listen to the soundtrack because it's very well made.
Good.
Like I said, there's some cool like sceneries, like the place where Luigi almost gets killed by all these dry bones, and then like he goes into the mansion and shit, and there's the Shy Guys. It's just the fact that everything looks exactly the same like it does in the games is pretty cool. I'm glad that this exists to refresh our memory from the live action one, which is not great at all.
That movie is memorable.
I think
like,
it's
I'm
great.
gonna say
It's
gonna
funny,
say-
memorable, yeah, but like,
I'm gonna
kidding.
like dude, it's here's the thing, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say that the live action Mario movie is like good by any stretch of the imagination. It is at least so ridiculous that it's like you see it once and you don't even need to see it again because it's burned into your retinas.
the part where
until you
Daisy and
die.
Luigi go through the wall, like the wall, and then Mario goes like, "Ah!" He's falling, and there's like kaleidoscopes and shit. And
Yeah,
he's
that's what I was gonna say, dude.
"Ah!"
That's the kind of scene that you never forget. I don't remember anything from the only thing I remember in the Mario movie
When
is like,
9/11 happens.
when the blue shell
Oh
like,
yeah.
Koopa is like actually like a character. He's like a character in the thing. That's the only
Also
thing I
when
remember.
Dennis Hopper goes, monkey.
Monkey.
Incredible.
And
Incredible.
he has like this weird like it, not even like horns. Like he has like this weird like peeled orange shit on the top
It's
of his
just
head.
weird, man.
It's just
It's
a,
weird.
such a ridiculous.
And then Yoshi's just a velociraptor. And fucking Toad. Oh, the Goombas look
He's
He's a
awful. in that.
40-year-old band
The
hippie.
Goombas look terrible in that. What were they doing there?
They're like Men in Black aliens. If Men in Black didn't have
That
a
is such a good
I will
comparison.
say,
like
the trailer is cool as fuck.
Someone pick their phone up right fucking now. What is going on?
oh
I mean,
sorry, mine's
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
Tony's messaging the Discord like every 5
Shut
seconds.
up.
I'm doing it on my phone.
do you know what? I'm going live onto the Discord. Shut up. Alright. What was I gonna say?
I was gonna say something actually. The trailer
Go on.
is awesome.
Trailer for the live
trailer?
action?
The live action one, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I know
and it's like
to be fair, the first trailer for animated Mario movie is also pretty good.
pretty
The
good. Yeah.
Scapellis beat us to it again. Another lost
I-
job.
I saw a great thing that the Scapellis are actually Wario and Waluigi. That's their version of Wario and Waluigi. I like that a lot. I really like that. That's very fun. That's just like.
So can
Although I don't think
start-
Waluigi existed. Did Waluigi even exist by that point? I don't even actually.
Who gives a sh-
I really hope at least Wario is in this next animated one.
I
I
don't.
don't care because it's just gonna be done in the most basic way possible. Like there's no.
Well, you need a new
creativity.
villain. What do you do?
Bowser Jr.
Kyle
That's why
Gass
they're-
playing Bowser Jr.
Oh my! I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to go sitting next to the guy who straight up like sold me out to the fucking media like the day after I said Trump should get game ended in Minecraft. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'd want to do that. That's just me.
What are we talking about? I checked out for like 5 minutes.
He said Bowser Jr. should be the next villain. I said it should be Kyle Gass.
And then I said Kyle Gass should not forgive Jack Black so simply because Jack just straight up sold his ass out like a day
agree.
after.
Guys, I'm gonna have to cancel my whole tour because of this politically horrible statement.
And then Jack
made by
Black said,
my
"Oh, I love
band member.
Israel."
And also, Joe Biden is punk rock, dude.
I love Joe Biden.
He is so based.
What are you giving the Super Mario Bros?
Download Twitch Nitro, Discord Nitro.
Download Crash Team Racing Twitch Night.
Can we get a Crash Team Racing movie?
That would be sick. Not even
before
Crash Bandicoot.
Yep, just Crash Team Racing. And it's produced by
God.
Chris Morgan of Fast and Furious fame.
If it was up to you, what would the next Nintendo movie be, apart from the Zelda one?
Star Fox live action. With
No, I said Star Fox should be a TV series.
Oh, I can see that, yeah.
As like a
Like
monster
Red
movie.
Dwarf and the Star Trek stuff. Say we want about the Star Trek animations not being like that funny,
Dude.
but that with Star Fox would be amazing.
I don't know if you guys have seen it in 2015 when they announced Star Fox Zero. They had like the Star Fox puppets made.
Yes! Oh my God, the
Miyamoto
puppets!
and Reggie.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Do like a Jim Henson style like Star Fox joint. I think that'd be cool as shit.
Dude,
That'd be so good.
Dude, you could make Pigma just this big fucking slob sitting in his chair. It would be awesome.
Well, you mean fucking Run of the Litter from Chicken Little? The fucking movie at the end. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low. Oh my God, a Chicken Little reference in 2025.
Oh God.
You went for funny, Wyatt. I'm going the opposite.
Don't swear!
We need a proper live action Metroid movie with a budget. I think that is as a franchise, I think that is something that if you got the right creative person behind that and you made that, it would be spectacular. With prosthetics, you can do some CG, but mainly prosthetics on the planets and like the proper sets and props. Make a fucking physical Samus suit.
Say what you want about Alien Romulus, but the fact that most of the aliens were like prosthetic.
It looked cool, yeah, visually.
That with Kraid, that with fucking Ridley, with Mother Brain. Oh.
When I watched Alien, when I watched Romulus first time, I messaged Wyatt, him and I were talking about. I was like, say what you will about Fede Alvarez. I feel like he would actually smash a Metroid movie like right out of the park because the plot's not very important. The plot is like there is lore to Metroid, especially later on. Lore gets kind of crazy.
I thought Metroid was a boy.
Brie Larson for Samus. Unironically,
Olivia
I think
Wilde.
she'd be.
Fuck you.
I didn't realize he wanted a wet pancake to play this fucking character.
Hey, Cass, give me one
damn.
defining
I've
character
seen more
trait of Samus.
personality in a fucking cum rag.
Cass, you know the whole point of Samus is that she has like no person. She has no personality.
Then she'd be perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like she's a soldier. She literally has no like charisma. She's just like I'm not even saying it to be Brad. Like that's part of the character.
Super Mario movie. I do want to mention really quick the fact that they had Charles Martinet in this is adorable. The ending fight at the end when their dad says these are my boys. I'm like,
nope.
Aw. Myco. Charles Martinet's awesome, by the way. He just posts on Instagram when he's around like. He just posted when he was in Paris, like next to the Eiffel Tower, as just a poster of Mario Bros. 3, and he went, "I'm everywhere." He's so awesome. I love that dude.
I hate you, Charles Martinet. I'm joking. That's a joke.
Actually, you should die for saying that. It's like saying
Satoru
Iwata.
You know what, Wyatt?
Hey, man.
At least Charles Martinet doesn't have a jolting leg that makes a lot of fucking noise.
Oh, sorry about that.
Stop.
It's crazy.
Anyway,
like,
shut up. Fucking Super Mario Brothers movie. Six hot dogs with just mustard on them.
And it's like a cross, so it's like a little like
Yeah, it's not even like a nice drizzle. It's just like a line.
But it's like a line through the middle, so it's like.
Yeah, it's just like a straight line on your order. Yeah, it's all right. It's just fun. It's good for the kids. Lots of good references.
For the kids.
Pictures! Jack Black makes the stupidest fucking music, but it's always like catchy and annoying. So
why does he suck now, though?
I hate that Steve's Lava Chicken is like in my Spotify library now. Like I kind of hate that. Like kind of makes me upset.
I'm gonna get rid of you, Simon.
They're gonna get rid of me.
This is where you die.
I'll be completely honest with you. I have not thought about that movie since I don't even remember watching it. That's how much I
well, we did watch the unfinished version.
True.
It does.
No, apparently for some I don't know how it leaked. There was a leaked version of the Minecraft movie with one deleted scene still in the movie and a bunch of like animated scenes just not finished. And it's baffling to watch. Like you can clearly see the green screen behind the main characters and everything.
It's
like
so annoying though because like it worked. Like that's part of the marketing for the movie.
You made it feel genuine.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The movie's not. That movie's not genuine. Not even.
It felt like I was watching a university like student project, and that kind of made me like it more. So I'm never gonna watch the finished product. I can't be fucked. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Super Mario movie. Watch it if you want. It's fine. Nothing to die for.
Wyatt, I have a sneaking suspicion that you and I might have the same thing for some reason. I don't know why, but I have a sneaking suspicion. So
all right, I'm going to count
first.
down from 3, and you guys say the title of your thing.
I don't want to do that.
I'm going to let Wyatt go first, and I'm going to tell you if it's my same thing.
They don't like me, guys.
Is yours, Simon?
Start the rumors. Make a whole tweet page saying like, "Oh, they secretly hate the Bruv."
Simon, is yours available on Disney Plus?
I don't think so.
There you go. Then we don't have the same one.
Okay, never mind then. We're good.
Is yours definitely on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Like without a doubt.
Would you like me to go, or would you like Simon to go? Who?
Go on, no, you go first. Go on, I want to hear it.
Who, me?
Yes.
Guys, I am actually committing a heinous act that I never really commit, and that is a Joker's trick.
No, you fucker!
A Joker's trick, folks, because I'm not bringing a movie. I'm bringing a documentary.
Okay.
That is right. I am bringing Not Just a Goof.
Oh, shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've seen several clips from this, and I'm very excited to watch it.
So, folks, for the folks at home who don't know, Not Just a Goof is it just came out on Disney Plus about like last week, I think, and it's basically a documentary about the making and the cultural appreciation, I guess, for the Goofy movie, which is very good.
It always has been.
It's always
fucking
been great.
has been great.
I say it all the time. Imagine how fucking 10 out of 10 that movie would be if they weren't so rushy with it.
Now, what I did not know
Disney.
about this movie is the amount of bullshit that went through during production, because holy fuck, that sounds like hell. I didn't know if this was public knowledge beforehand or not. I knew that, of course, the great Mr. What's his name? Not Kasdan. It's, what's his name? I'm thinking of the Star Wars guy now. I'm not forgetting his name. I just had this pulled up. Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Yeah, there you go.
So one of the heads of Disney for a while was the one who brought them into the Renaissance period with Lion King and all that bullshit. Also kind of a dumbass in a way. He is an amazing mind who is responsible for some amazing films. But what this documentary goes into, and I was kind of surprised, is the amount of idiots that were heading up Disney at that time. They really kind of go all in on how much Disney kind of almost fucked this movie.
Entirely. Not almost fucked it. That's a reason why it took so long for it to become like a proper hit.
One of the biggest things that I really loved about this documentary was there was a shit ton of archive footage that was never released of like the voice actors, like and people backstage in the writing room. That was released for this documentary, and it's so fucking cool, man. You see fucking Rob Paulson, voice of PJ, obviously, but obviously veteran voice actor, seeing him, like, just back in his prime, pretty much doing his thing, coming off of like Animaniacs and all this other shit. It's just like, wow.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles. You got Jim Cummings in there, obviously the voice of Pete. Yeah. Everyone knows that. And then of course you got Max and Goofy, who's Jason Marsden, and of course Bill Farmer as Goofy, who is Goofy. He is Goofy. And that's one of the big things that this goes into. We have these really cool parts of this movie where they do kind of like that reenactment sort of thing about how certain discussions went down, but they do it in this really nice hand-drawn storyboard way where they portray, Katzenberg and all these other executives as, goofy, like Disney figures, pretty much. And the animation is gorgeous. It's stunning. And one of the biggest hurdles they ran into, and this just kind of goes to show, like, because obviously Katzenberg went to start DreamWorks, and
yes,
you kind of understand his mentality with those movies, considering this, because after the movie was pretty much almost done, he said, "Let's not have Goofy's voice here. Let's replace it with Steve Martin." And they're like, "Okay, like doing the Goofy voice? No, just Steve Martin." And I'm just like,
would have been the worst fucking thing ever if it had been that.
Bill Farmer recalls literally not getting any sleep that night, being like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?" Pretty much. Like, I would have done the same thing. Are you fucking stupid?
I actually would have fully crashed out and like I would have stolen the movie like and destroyed it like Toy Story 2. Like, honestly,
because a lot of these people, although the animators and stuff were very adamant, obviously, about not doing that. What they did was they had Bill Farmer record some of the lines from the movie as just himself with no voice and showed it to Katzenberg to show him how fucking stupid this is. And he was like, "Okay, you got me." So then movie continues as going, but man, dude, this movie, man, like, so obviously Katzenberg leaves, and obviously they had issues with him and everything, but at the end of the day, he was the person who greenlit the movie. And, was giving them funding, like all this other stuff, making sure they were able to do their thing. He leaves because of a falling out with, who was it at the time? Michael Eisner. And they were fucked after that, dude. The entire animation studio ended up being moved at one point. They were doing construction on the building at the time. They had to be moved to like the downstairs place where they were like really fucking strapped. It was really bad. There was a animation error that occurred somewhere towards the end of the movie where there was a big black dot right on the film, and they had to basically trash the entire thing and reshoot the whole thing. And that's where I was thinking the whole fucking movie they had to reshoot. They obviously, like, again, because obviously it was film at that time, but you got to take all those drawings back. You can't just, it's a whole process where they had to redo the entire thing pretty much.
That's evil.
And I'm just thinking, holy fucking shit. Like, and the thing is, these guys, all these writers, all these animators, Kevin Lima, the big one that they highlight a lot in the movie, they're all still giving it their all despite all these hardships, because they believe in what they've made, because this is the first time a Disney movie has ever, well, it's the first time a Disney movie featuring the iconic trio, like Goofy, for example, a big staple of their marketing. First movie with him, they're actually like giving a shit about. Like, it's not just a short film; it's a really interesting story here. So they're giving it their all and everything. Movie comes out. Premiere is unfortunately halted because of something. It was supposed to be in LA, then they moved it to Disney World, actually, which was still fine. Like, that's obviously
that's a decent place to do it.
Yeah.
Decent place to do it.
And then, of course, it's met with, lukewarm box office, awful reviews, not a single good review. Roger Ebert,
that's weird.
God rest his soul. Look, God rest his soul. I love Siskel and Ebert. I love them, but they're fucking stupid, man. They are fucking stupid, man.
I didn't even know Ebert didn't like it. I actually
Ebert hated it. He said he didn't like that it was he said it was too timely. He said he didn't like that it was current. He thought it would age poorly because it's like very 90s and stuff and very hip and cool. He's like, this doesn't really seem like Goofy to me. He says it in his his Roger Ebert fucking,
this doesn't really seem
like feel like Goofy to me. I don't really think that's interesting.
Right.
And so it's just like, it's really sad watching this documentary and then just seeing like all this work, all this hardships, all this bullshit. But then you get to like the second half of this documentary where it shows basically the kids who grew up with this movie, watching it on VHS, and how much that movie meant to pretty much everyone from that period and then onward, because that movie still has a shit ton of fans, a shit ton of younger fans, especially because of the themes it deals with. And I guess, you know, a lot of people just weren't ready for that, I guess. But you know,
people
a lot of kids
fucking like Goofy. People just fucking like Goofy, bro.
Well, it's goofy, but it's also just a very good story about, like, you know, family and, you know, parental and children relationships and everything, and just the hardships that you go through, and you know, rekindling that. It's like, again, you know, back in the day, a lot of you know, people in the industry, a lot of adults weren't really into that, you know, because at the end of the day, they're kind of victims of that themselves. They never really look.
Why are these cartoons making me think? I don't like it. I don't want to think about anything that I'm watching. It's like,
and
why cartoons? It's for babies.
And it was just so, like, again, this is a fucking great documentary. I highly recommend watching it. It's one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Probably my number 2 at this point. Which I never put documentaries on my favorite list, but this is worth a watch, man. This is such a, again, we could talk all up and down about how Disney sucks.
yes,
Movies suck. They're all terrible, but you also got to think, like, yeah, it must really suck for the people making them, though. The people who actually make them. Because there's people who really give a shit about what they're making here, trying to make this beautiful piece of art, and then they're just dealt with all of this shit from either people on the outside, critics, or people inside with the industry and, you know, executives and all this other shit. It's like, it's the first time I ever looked at it and just kind of went, yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. It was a very eye-opening documentary in that regard, because I'm just like, yeah, again, like I said, we could talk all up and down about how Disney sucks, but it's like, look at
I get that
stuff people were doing, though, and especially at this time, because this was just
that was around the time when, like, people were meeting the effort that they gave with, like, scorn and like a lot of, like, and then you look at now. And, like, I see people on Twitter try and convince themselves that these pantomime soulless remakes are good because they have actors in it that they like. It's like, this was an original story made about a pretty beloved character that was pretty faithful on the whole, and people just did not respond. It's the same thing, like, and it's weird because, like, the Disney afternoon is such a nostalgic thing, and that was packed with that shit, bro. Like DuckTales, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck. All that stuff is like really
too. This was the first. This was like technically like a sequel to Goof Troop, which was like pretty big on Disney at that time. Yeah. Like that was like a pretty big show.
I think
for
people conflate those two because Goof Troop is not great.
Not great, no.
Yeah, it's Goof Troop. It's not as bad as Quack Pack is worse. Quack Pack is garbage, but Goof
I actually make the noise of the Goof Troop intro, like the ending of it, when I come.
So, was Quack? What's it called? Quack whatever.
Quack Pack is like the DuckTales sequel, where it's like
that was the one where they're like teenagers, right? And Donald Duck was like a divorced dad or something.
Yeah, Donald Duck was like their caretaker. Scrooge is barely in it.
Scrooge is probably dead.
I'm sorry. No, do you know I'm talking about the fucking Zibbadabat Yeah.
I never fucked with Goof Troop. I was more of a DuckTales.
I never watched it, man. I never watched Disney shit.
Now, Tailspin was tight. Fuck you.
Tailspin is real shit. That
I do recognize that.
Yeah, fuck you, Mowgli. We're doing our own thing. But
it's so weird. Like, why are there planes? Why are there planes here? It doesn't. I don't understand.
Come on, man. You ever seen Red?
How big?
Oh, fuck. One more thing, too, is in regards to the archive footage that they show in this, there's a lot of really great stuff with just the voice actors, too. Like, one specifically was I forget who the voice actress for Roxanne is, but basically her and Jason Marsden had this scene, like, obviously in the movie where they kiss or whatever. They actually recorded that scene with them actually kissing on one microphone. And I thought that was, like, adorable and sweet. And it's such a nice, cute like thing to do. They're just like, all right, let's test this out. Let's see how this works. And they did it, and it's a very like sweet, funny moment. It's just like, goddamn, there was some soul put in here, man.
It is Kelly Martin is the actress's name.
Yeah,
Kelly Martin. Yes,
no, what's it called? Not Just a Goof. Not a great title, I'll be honest. That's the only bad thing. So I give it not -5 stars for that.
Yeah, true.
No, it's fantastic though. Go watch it. It's You'll love it. You'll be happy afterward in this awful landscape, especially of slop. This is just a great little a great thing, especially for now Disney, because Disney right now is ass. Like,
I wish they do more. I wish they would do this more for more things.
Well, I'll say this:
like,
they're the best thing on Disney Plus is the documentaries.
They're awesome, dude. Jim Henson, idea
one. Yep, the one about the what's it called? The light and the special effects one. I forget what it's called.
I know what you're talking about. The one about the Imagineers at Disney.
Yeah, that one.
Disney.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, like,
Frozen 2, not a good movie. It's quite mid.
Mm-mm.
The documentary is fascinating.
Is that actually a thing?
Dude, yeah, they're like, dude, we had like no time and no money. It's like, fuck.
No, it's fucking crazy, man. Like,
these, been awesome.
Like, I can't imagine what kind of hell it must be working on these movies. Like, I would want to fucking die, especially if I have a vision I'm trying to convey to the audience.
Nope.
You know, it's just like,
I was gonna say, like, Disney is so big at this point that like it's just a vacuum cleaner, and you're not gonna have any chance to be any creative. Like you're just gonna have to do the basic bitch stuff.
So I give what's it called? Not Just a Goof. Again, terrible title. I give this a 5 Pauly Shores out of 5. Because Pauly Shores
Very nice.
is what's
Very nice.
Yeah.
Jersey Shore.
Are you
also,
sure?
best part of fucking the Goofy movies, that one kid who has the bowling alley in his trailer. Coolest shit ever.
Are you sure?
Not the bowling alley.
Yeah. Or was that Extremely Goofy movie?
Are you sure?
Oh, no.
I think that's because isn't the whole thing with Pete, like he has like Pete has the super
yeah,
like a bunch of shit in it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I will say Extremely Goofy movie far superior.
That deserved a theatrical release. I think it honestly a very, very enjoyable movie. I think it's funny you just mentioned a Goofy movie, because I've also brought something animated, and I brought something that
we all had animated films.
Well, yeah, I had a couple things I kind of wanted to bring, but this was one that's been on the mind lately. It's been a topic of discussion within our friend group over the last couple of days, and I would like to talk about it because I think it's fascinatingly enough, Wyatt, your story of Jeffrey Katzenberg leaving after Disney over the Goofy movie dispute and a couple other reasons, which I'll get into in a moment, in a roundabout way led to this movie being made under DreamWorks. It's Easter this weekend, and I'm not a religious guy.
Madagascar!
Yes!
Yeah?
No.
Damn it.
No.
Fuck.
I rewatched Madagascar the other day. It was pretty good.
I'm talking about a movie. I feel like I'm gonna be very. I feel like I'm gonna make a big goof here because I don't remember if Wyatt brought this last. I don't know if Wyatt brought this last year for Easter, but even if he did, I think I'm just gonna talk about it again.
Yeah,
it's the Prince of Egypt, fellas. It's the best DreamWorks animated movie, probably.
I'd say this is one of the best biblical movies ever made.
I'd argue it's like top 3 at minimum here.
Absolute.
Oh my god, bro!
Right here, absolute jizzer.
So, I was almost gonna bring this next week, almost because of the Holy Week, but
I thought you were gonna bring it for this because we've been talking about it in amongst our group.
I'm glad you brought it, though. I'm glad you brought it
because so fun fact, Wyatt. Jeffrey Katzenberg, I'm reading this right now. Jeffrey Katzenberg wanted to make this movie under Disney for a number of years. He had been pitching a Prince of Egypt adaptation of the Moses story under Disney for a long time. And they always would say no, which feels very Disney.
Yeah, they don't want to get involved in that.
They don't want to get religious.
It wasn't just the Goofy movie stuff that kind of caused Jeffrey Katzenberg to leave. Then at the time, Disney Studios president Frank Wells died in a helicopter crash, and it was expected that Katzenberg would be hired as the new president by Michael Eisner, but Michael Eisner ended up getting another person, Michael Ovitz, to do it. And then there was a ton of staff changes. Katzenberg's resignation was called for, and he ended up leaving in September of 1994. Give it a couple years. Literally within October 2nd, he was storyboarding. Yeah, October 2nd, 1994 was apparently the first recorded incident of him. Not incident. First recorded instance of him making storyboarding for this film. And it had so many inspirations like Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, Terminator, and Lawrence of Arabia, which I feel like you can see a lot of, especially Lawrence of Arabia, in the way this movie is presented. Yeah, it's not even just that though. Like the way it tells like such a long spanning epic,
and also the fact that Martin Lawrence is in the film too as Moses.
That's kind of. Yeah, that's real, brother.
Yeah. Hey.
Regardless, for those of you for the 5 of you who don't know what the Prince of Egypt is, even if you haven't seen it, I don't know if you've ever like been to a Bible, if you've ever like gone outside, but it's the story of Moses. Which is
present in every religion.
Yeah, in a lot of them.
A lot of them, anyway.
In a lot of them. Maybe there might be like one or two he's not there, but like most of the time he's there, so it's all good. There. I think this movie makes a very smart distinction of not committing itself to one version of the Moses tale for the entire thing.
It's really about dry.
Yeah, it's because you're at the end of the day, this is an animated movie. You are making this for children. Mm-hmm. You are. That is just how it is. But part of what makes this so good is that they found a way to compact the entire tale of Moses. This decade, century-spanning odyssey saga of the man cast away, found his people, come back to reclaim it in like 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. This is a short movie. That's
something I always forget. It's only an hour and a half.
It's a really short movie, and just from the beginning, dude, you start out the movie.
Oh my god!
This is technically a musical, but it's a musical in the best sense of like it's the musical is more like in the score than like there's very few instances of people like properly like singing.
Yeah,
it's almost like it's kind of made like music video ish. Like you're seeing a story playing out with the music in the background as opposed to people actually singing their stuff. And it starts off with "Deliver Us," which is one of the greatest opening numbers to a animated musical of all time.
That shot of Moses' mom looking at him.
I was just gonna say,
tear and her hair flowing in the wind is like one of the best shots I've ever seen in my life. I want that framed like on a wall. Like goddamn.
And like just that last like haunting like wail of "Deliver Us" by the female voice on the track is just unbelievable. It's one of the most emotionally like resonant openings to a movie I think I've ever seen in my life. The animation in this, by the way, it still has held up. It is 2D animated.
It's the best 2D animation ever. I'm sorry. It's the best 2D animation ever.
Like, best 2D American. I'd say American, because, you know, there's a lot of good stuff from Japan. Yeah, so you gotta like distinct. But I would say yes. This is the best looking 2D animated movie of all time. Still, in my opinion, the sense of scale, the sense of just of landscape, and the scope of this thing is just unbelievable. And that comes down to
why this isn't being released in theaters all the time around
every year. I would pay good money to see.
Yeah, not even if you're like remotely interested in the whole religious side of things. You just need to see it. It's like it should be mandatory for movie people
because it's such a good story. It is Moses' story down to its bare bones is it is a good story. It's a good whether you believe it or you don't. It's a great story.
Yeah.
And when it's represented in this way, in such a unique way, spared no expenses for the voice cast. Obviously, we have Val Kilmer, we have Ray Fiennes. I gotta remind myself.
Kilmer.
Dude, crazy timing on this.
Genuinely insane.
Peace, Val Kilmer.
How that works out. Sandra Bullock, Martin Short, Brenda Chapman, Patrick Stewart, Michelle Pfeiffer. Are Martin Short and Steve Martin both in this?
They're the priests. They're just two priests.
Wait, they are the two priests. Yeah. Okay, because I can't remember. That's the only song.
You have friends in high places.
Steve Martin is one of the priests.
Yeah.
Him and Martin Short are the two. They're
playing with the like big boys now. That one.
Yeah. Like the same with the Egyptians.
Wow, you're right.
Gods. Yeah.
Wow.
It's awesome. And it's not noticeable. Like you don't listen to Moses going, "Oh, I hear Val Kilmer." It's just that's Moses.
And not only Val Kilmer, also not only does he voice Moses, but he also voices God.
He voices God as well. One of the burning bush. That scene is just
Greatest
Yeah.
God probably ever. I think that is like one of my favorite scenes of God.
It ramps up, and every single moment of spectacle in this thing is just so emotional, and it upstages up. I know I mentioned the opening, the scene of the plagues. That is quite possibly the best scene committed to American animation. The song is like haunting. It's so intense.
This was my home. All this pain and devastation. Yeah,
dude, and it's like it's showing it all, and then they go that extra mile. They go after that when they get to the last
Passover.
Yes, and it's
incredible.
It's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It's and just that scene of Moses, like when it happens, like just crying.
Oh, but it's the part beforehand where Pharaoh just finally caves in and just goes, "Take your people and just go." Like, just go. And then, like, Moses
Take
just
your
breaks
people
down.
and go. That's insane.
And at the same time, the movie doesn't stop to not be like. There's genuinely fun action set pieces. There's genuinely funny humor. There's great.
There's
music,
a few like
said.
obvious like family movie stuff. Like obviously like the part with the camel being like a fucking goof is like. All right.
Oh yeah. That's that and like the priests as well. Like their song is outright like a Disney villain-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Song, like it's the only one in the movie that actually like the second one, like the plagues again when it's Ramsey singing it, like it doesn't feel like he's like actively like he's going on a monologue about it. It's not like he's Jafar. It's just the way it's presented. The shot of them, their faces are together at the last.
Oh yeah,
song. It turns and it's them
let
facing
my
each other.
people go. Yeah,
doing the Deathly Hallows Part 2 shit. You know, it's like it's just it's
Ray Fiennes.
Yeah, it's funny how that works out, eh? And you can make the argument of whitewashing, I suppose, but it is also animated, so it's
animated. They're all Egyptian. They're all what they are in the movie.
True.
The movie does not lose any of its narrative or thematic depth for that reason, right? It's just
here's a quick little question for you right here. Which parting of the Red Sea do you prefer? 10 Commandments or this one?
Well, that's
because I think both are very fascinating from a filmmaking perspective. Because 10 Commandments is all
10 Commandments.
I was going to say I have not seen the 10 Commandments either. Actually,
you guys are fake film fans. To be fair, I saw it once as a kid. I never watched it again.
Yeah, shut the fuck. You know what I'm going to say? Just because you said that. I was gonna say, just because you said that, my favorite party of the Red Sea scene is
Exodus.
no, it's Mo and the Big Exit, the VeggieTales adaptation of the story of Moses that takes place in a Western.
Good, man. We fucking love VeggieTales.
Hi-ho, sliver away, bro.
We love VeggieTales, man.
Dodgeballs! They have dodgeballs!
Yeah. No, the parting of the Red Sea in 10 Commandments is cool because it's a practical effect. They basically dumped 2 things of water into like a cavern and then played it in reverse. It's
that's fucking genius.
Genius. It's fucking genius.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
It's such a simple thing.
That being said, Prince of Egypt scene of the parting of the Red Sea is like unreal. Like that's like fucking like it's like
this is what I go to the movies for, bro. Animated or otherwise. This is what I watch it for.
Someone said something interesting the other day. I saw on Twitter. They're saying like we really used to honor God with filmmaking. And I agree. Like stuff like this, you felt like we were making something for the pantheon of greatness. It's just like, what the fuck happened, man?
And it's never once like it takes itself seriously, but it never like. I watched this movie the first time when I was 6 years old, and I still enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I watch it now at 22, almost 23, and I go, "This is just like one of the finest pieces of filmmaking ever conceived by man." And it's like it's gotten older, but it's never gotten less powerful. I think there's just something about it that's just timeless inherently. Like you talk about timeless stuff. You talk about like how like people talk about like Goofy movie like it's not timeless. This is just like a thing that is like it doesn't matter how many times you see it, at what point in your life you'll see it, you will at least feel something while watching it, religious or otherwise. And honestly, I use this movie as like a way because like again, I was that kid when I was younger. I was that asshole kid who would point out to every Christian kid I met that God didn't exist.
God, not real.
I was that much.
Oh,
of
you
a
were
loser.
Reddit atheist? Oh,
Yes.
hell no.
Dude, you don't understand. Like before I like properly met good people,
Yeah,
I
you
was,
were an asshole.
I was an arsehole. And I
An
equate
arse.
this movie with me being like,
Word.
you know what?
God is
Religion has well, I should not shun any form of entertainment because
Exactly,
it's inherently
yes.
religious. If it's bad,
And this is-
I'm not gonna say God's not dead's good. You know, that shit's
God
garbage.
isn't real. You must be going to
This
hell.
is like the one movie about like faith, religion, what have you, that everyone universally thinks is incredible. Like across every religion, everyone thinks that this is the best one.
It's just,
I've noticed.
I think that's what makes it the best is that it is very digestible, but it doesn't lose any of its weight like as a story. You know, it's just we DreamWorks. If you're gonna get on this live action remake train, you don't touch this. I'll kill you.
No.
I will kill you.
I thought you were about to say do it. I'm like, no, don't do it.
No. Well, I mean, I don't give a shit about this How to Train Your
That being
Dragon
said,
nonsense.
you fuckers better re-release this bullshit.
At some point,
At some point.
do like
What's
sort of
stopping
blind-
you?
Do it like a 2 weeks in theaters, bro.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Give-
2 weeks.
Give us a re-release, and I will go see this shit in IMAX. I'll pay full price for an IMAX ticket for this. I'm serious. I like just to experience it. It's incredible movie.
2028, when it turns 30 years old, do it.
The fact that it's 27 this year.
27 years old.
27 years, dude. I was born when this came out, man. What the fuck? God damn.
I watched it in 2021. I watched it back in 2021, and I was like, "Damn, this movie's old." And it's already been like 4 years since then. And it's just, I still get
Look,
chills
man,
whenever I
it
rewatch
is
things
just, it is that good. It's like, it's not just like a thing of hyping up. This is the first DreamWorks. No, it is literally peak.
There's one part I do laugh at quite a bit because it's just funny. It's when Moses turns his staff into a snake, and Pharaoh just goes, impressive.
Impressive.
He just looks at him like,
Like Homer, yeah, fucking.
yeah.
Bro, I
That
think
being-
the exact same thing happens in Mo and the Big Exit. Like the exact same thing happens where like his stick turns into a steak, and like
Yeah.
the evil cucumber guy goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's kind of good."
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Did anyone watch the pseudo sequel to this, Joseph King of Dreams?
I think everyone
Shut
involved
up.
in that should be.
Ben Affleck was in that. He was Joseph. He was the King of Dreams.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
I give it 5.
Plagues.
What do I want to give it?
Give it the plagues. Give it the 7
upon your
plagues.
houses.
I give it 5 locusts on the wind, such as the world has never seen, and every stump
Yeah.
and every tree until there's nothing left to free.
Good.
I send my scourge. I
The
send
Family
my
Guy
sword.
episode where Peter is stricken with the 7 plagues for claiming he's God. Remember that shit?
No, what?
No, it's like Peter Griffin in an episode of Family Guy tries to get he tries to get the show back on the air that he and Chris love, and he just goes, my son Chris has cancer, and I want you to bring the show back. They do it. And then he has to admit basically oh yeah, my son Chris isn't dying. I healed him with my healing powers. and then he basically has to endure all the plagues after that.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
One explanation, Peter.
Anyway,
Oh god.
anyway,
Oh,
yeah, no, leave a comment. What do you think is the best movie?
comment
that we've
below.
watched?
Let me know.
Yeah.
And as always, if you like what you're seeing here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
Awesome.
Speaking of seeing more, I want to see the back of my fucking eyelids.
Because I have
so-
a question.
Why, you read my fucking mind, man. Oh my god.
Hey, what was the poll question, Cassidy?
Well, was it last week?
the poll question?
No, the week before. We had the lovely Mike Peterson on for another episode.
Sexy Mike.
Very good. That week's poll question was, what is the best flavor of Slim Jim? So, in last place with no votes, nacho cheese.
Terrible
nothing.
flavor. Awful. God awful.
Disgusting.
In In second place, 1 vote each. Tabasco and the bad ones. in first place with 2 votes, regular Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
What?
Oh, he's gone. He left.
What just happened? Wait, what just
gone.
happened?
He
What?
just left. Oh, there he is.
What?
What the fuck happened?
What the shit just happened?
That's so hard. My fucking PC crashed.
Jesus.
That was disgusting.
Macho Man jumped out of your computer.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Favorite
I
Slim Jim.
fuck yeah. What's your favorite Jim?
Dude, the fucking big one with Macho Man on the fucking thing. The big fucker Slim Jim.
Dude, that one macho pose where he's fucking like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Macho Man. That's
You remember
the
when
dude.
Slim Jim had a fucking crazy person as their mascot for a bit? Where he had like the guy with the fucking yellow spandex and he had like a Slim Jim.
I know
like,
exactly
hat.
what you're talking
He would just
about.
go, ah!
Yeah, it's like, ah!
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Insane.
I have no
100
idea
times.
about any of that. I thought
You don't
Slim Jim
fucking,
like died.
you were a fellow.
I thought Slim Jim died as a brand after Randy Savage
Wyatt,
for a long
I'm
time.
gonna
honestly.
cap off this episode with a joke.
I mean, they had a Slim Jim Battle Royal last year at SummerSlam.
No,
Are
I
you
thought they
ready?
did until like a few years
Here we
ago. And they
go.
started using it again.
I love my wife.
I know.
Are we ready?
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm ready.
Here comes my joke.
Oh,
What's the difference between a Lamborghini and a pile of rotting deceased hookers?
my dick's been in the hookers.
I do not own a Lamborghini. Thank you for watching The Good, the Bad, and the Bruv, episode 44. You know what? You know what you can do for us? You lovely little viewers. You can follow us on Twitter. Do
You
that.
could if you wanted, or X, the everything.
Fuck off.
Someone get this.
No.
You can go support us by buying our merchandise. That's on goosecopy.com.
No, you can't actually.
I have been trying to
It'll
come
make
up
you
with
wet.
new merch. I can't. I'm useless. So
Yeah,
just buy
Puppets.
the really good shirt that's on there.
Puppets.
I need to get the Punisher shirt.
Collectible coins. Collectible coins.
Ooh, I like that.
www.patreon.com/goodbadbruv for your fucking awesome VODs.
Awesome.
All the dubs are free, completely free.
All the
Just check them
dubs are
out.
free.
So please do that. That'd be great.
All the dubs are free. And the sky is
Sky is free.
I've been for a walk on a winter's day.
I love women. Oh, big voluptuous
what? You
women.
better fucking not.
I fuck women.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Anyway,
End the episode.
send us off, Simon. Hit it.
Give me 1 second. Hit with your favorite post.
No, not the pose. We've done the pose many times. Just
You want
send
to see
us
how many
off.
times I can
in the
throw this?
afternoon.
I'm gonna see how many times I can do this without dropping it. You guys ready?
Go for it.
I'm hungry. Congratulations.
So that wasn't very nice because
So,
it's just you broke your camera. Everything's gone to shit.
That's fine. The camera's working.
no. Not anymore.
What the fuck happened?
I told you I'm God out here, my friend.
Oh, cool.
I can get rid of you too, my friend. See that? Now bring him back. Hey, Simon. And then I'm going to bring Cats back. Ready?
And like the greatest fucking movie has to be the King of Ass. The King of Ass. King of Pussy.
Guys, I can't talk about wrestling on my wrestling podcast.
You're
I can't
me.
do. I
You're
just
me. You're
can't
not
do each.
That's a
I just
terrible
can't-
impression of Wyatt.
Yeah,
I
what the
just
fuck?
can't
I'm
do it.
pissed, you fuck.
Why,
Read the
put me in the Bruv one.
No, do me.
Why, no, put me in the Bruv one.
Whoa,
Why, put me in the
I'm
Bruv one.
gonna say it. Son
Why,
of a
put me in
bitch.
the
Leave the
Why,
room.
put me in
He's
the
trying to.
Good lord.
There.
Good
Better.
lord.
Much better.
I'm leaving.
All right, ready? Here we go.
More bad.
I
can't.
yeah. Also, go watch Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. It's actually really underrated.
Yeah!
No.
Go watch Punisher Warzone!
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh,
Funny's long
right.
gone.